Welcome to another Dauntless video. You can catch me live on Twitch most weekdays from 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's talk about some things you may or may not want to hear about Dauntless in 2023. While many people love the game, there are those who have negative opinions about it. So, today we're going to address some of those opinions and give you some reasons why Dauntless is still worth playing. Some people say that Dauntless is just a copy of other games in the genre, but that's simply not true. While there are similarities, Dauntless stands out with its own unique features and mechanics which make it appealing to the casual gamer as well as hardcore gamers who like to grind out everything there is to do in a game. Others say that the game gets repetitive and boring quickly, and while that may be true for some, others find the consistency of the hunts very refreshing. If you are a player who aligns with the thought that the game is too repetitive, then there are also things you can do to find new joy in the game. One thing that I do in my channel is challenge players to complete hard escalations with nothing but basic recruit or Krolachi gear. This is a lot of fun and sometimes very challenging. Then there are things like speed killing the escalation bosses, or getting interrupts in unconventional ways. It's all about what you can do to keep it entertaining for yourself and others. With fairly regular updates for a free-to-play game and new behemoths, weapons, and armor, there's always something new to discover and challenge yourself with, whether in a solo or team environment. Explore ways to play the game that you may not have already considered. And then there are those who say that the game is too easy, but that's not the case either. While the early levels may be more forgiving, as you progress in the game, you'll face more challenging behemoths that require skill and strategy to take down. There are also those that frequently say that Dauntless is a dead game. But you have to ask yourself, how have I, or how can I support this game so the developers have more resources to add new content on a more frequent basis? It's not enough to just complain without doing something to positively impact the game. How are you trying to help or grow the community? The Dauntless community is very small compared to other games, and with more exposure and supporting new players we could see more growth in the game. Just like with anything else, growth comes with having resources. If you don't have enough resources, it is hard to implement new things and improve upon the existing infrastructure. The game provides a lot of free hunt passes and other in-game items, and even with the absolutely free in-game items there are those that still complain about them. There are only a few developers left working on this game, and I think they are trying very hard to keep it going. From server maintenance to designing new items, they have a lot on their plates, so let's try to be understanding. If your content is solely dependent on Dauntless as a source of income, then I can also understand your frustrations with new Dauntless content releases, but the reality is that you may need to diversify your content. I don't believe the current Dauntless community numbers is large enough to support any content creator who depends on it as a source of income, but my hope is that this will change in the future. So, with all that in mind, here's why I think Dauntless is worth playing. First, Dauntless has a vast world to explore with a wide variety of behemoths to hunt down. With each new behemoth, you'll face new challenges and learn new strategies. Plus, the game is constantly updated with new and returning seasonal content, so there's always something new to discover. Second, Dauntless has a great combat system. Admittedly, there are some bugs that can get a little annoying at times, but again, the game is completely free, and the bugs sometimes make for a good laugh and good memes, like in this clip where my axe got stuck on a rock. You can choose from a variety of weapons, each with its own unique playstyle. The combat feels smooth and satisfying, and it's always exciting to take down a behemoth with your team or solo. To spice up your gameplay, try playing weapons and mods differently than the current meta, and you may discover some fun surprises. Third, Dauntless has a small but very strong community. The game also has a thriving online community where you can connect with other players, share tips and strategies, and even join a guild. You can play solo or team up with up to 4 players in co-op mode. If you are a player that needs help, want to help, or just want to chill and watch some Dauntless, here are a list of active Twitch channels where you can do just that. Finally, Dauntless is accessible to all kinds of players. The game has a user-friendly interface and tutorial system, so even if you're new to the genre, you can jump right in and start playing. And with its free-to-play model, you don't have to spend any money to enjoy the game. So, if you're someone who has given up on Dauntless or never tried it, I urge you to give it another chance. With its unique features, challenging gameplay, and thriving community, there's so much to love about this game, and again, it's still a free game. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you in the game. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and turn your notifications on for more content like this.